Hey, what's going on, everyone? Appreciate y'all coming here and checking out this video. In this one, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Fallout 76's DLC that's coming out here soon on September 13th, 2022. In case you don't know, we're going to be able to travel to the Pit in-game, which was a part of one of Fallout 3's DLC. It was actually one of the most popular DLCs that game got. We're able to travel to the Pit in Fallout 3. Well, the developers have decided to remake it in Fallout 76 for us to travel to in-game and explore. There's going to be a whole new story, new faction, and new rewards we're going to be able to get over at the Pit in-game, which I'll be getting more into all of that here soon in the video. First, I wanted to give my opinion over these expeditions that we're about to be getting in the game. I'll be real, when I first learned about Fallout 76's Pit DLC, in my head I was thinking we're going to be flying to a whole new big area that we could go around and explore and unlock new locations on a map. However, that's not the case. I actually learned that the map we pull up over at the Fallout 76's Pit DLC is the same map that we see in Fallout 76. It's not like a whole new map, and there's no new locations that we get to unlock around in the Pit. You're actually set in a specific area over there that you get to go around and explore. It's not nearly as big as I was thinking it was going to be in my head. It kind of reminded me a lot of daily ops in the game currently, except timing isn't as much of a factor in the expeditions like daily ops. Like, you are able to explore around there before even starting the mission there. Or heck, even after you do the missions, you are able to stay there and explore a little bit around in that zone that you go to. There's multiple different Pit expeditions that you can go on, and each different Pit expedition you go on is like a different area at the Pit, if that makes sense. Which is cool that we get to go to new areas and explore. That's honestly my favorite thing about Bethesda's open world games, the exploration and discovering new things, and the storylines too, of course. So yeah, just thought I'd make that clear about the Pit expeditions that are coming. They're very similar to daily ops, except you get to go to a whole new area and explore around and take on missions over there, helping out the new faction and going up against new enemy types, which is cool. And I know they are supposed to be continuing these expeditions in game, so that means there's probably going to be other throwbacks that we get to go to and explore around in the expeditions, which is exciting. But it'd also be exciting to get new story DLCs the size of like the Wastelanders DLC that came out, or the Brotherhood of Steel DLC that came out. Those were some awesome story DLCs introduced. Of course, Wastelanders, when the human NPCs got first introduced into the game, of course that's going to be a massive size story DLC, but it was awesome to see them continue down the path and update the game with another massive storyline DLC that involved the Brotherhood of Steel. Which, another thing that I thought when I first heard new story over in the Pit, I thought it was going to be the size of like the Brotherhood of Steel DLC that we got. I thought it was going to be another massive story that we could get involved in and have multiple choices to choose from for different scenario outcomes, but that wasn't the case. Once again, it feels majorly like daily ops, except, you know, it's different in its own way. It's not exactly the same as daily ops, but it's very similar. It's like repeatable missions that we can do over in different areas that we get sent over at the Pit to take on. And once we complete them, we get rewarded some pretty good rewards and a new currency too that's in game, which are called stamps. So yeah, I guess it's cool in that sense that we get some new rewards and something else to grind for in game. But I guess got my hopes up for what was actually coming out. I was thinking it was going to be something different than what it actually is. The expeditions overall, though, is a cool concept on how we get to fly to different locations now. It has some major potential of adding some different kind of throwbacks for us to go out and explore. Yeah, I was a little let down over what the Pit expeditions are, but hey, at least we got something new and refreshing to experience. I'm genuinely excited to be just exploring around in the Pit and finding out new things around in there. I mean, once again, you are free to explore around in each area that you go to with the different expeditions over at the Pit. However, you are going to be taking on the same missions over there, and you're not unlocking like new locations when you travel over to the Pit. You're set in that specific area. But still, nonetheless, pretty cool that we get to experience a new area in general. But to be real with you guys, it wasn't what I was exactly expecting. Now, let me go ahead and get into more details about what's to come within this Fallout 76 DLC that we're going to be getting here soon. It's actually one of the biggest updates that we've gotten in a long time, which is nice to see also that we're finally getting some big updates in this game. It's been a while. I know they have been working on, patching out the bugs and getting this game right more, which is good to see, but it's also good to see like new things to get to experience in game too. Helps keep players engaged more. But yeah, there's also going to be a new weapon that we're going to be able to play around with in Fallout 76, and that is the auto axe. As you can see here, it is in action within Bethesda's gameplay trailer that they created over the Pitt DLC that's coming. Yeah, this thing looks sick. Anyways, now I'm going to go ahead and get into a little bit more information that Bethesda has shared within their Inside of the Vault over the Pitt DLC. No major spoilers in this video, but it is going to be taking more of a glimpse inside of what's to come here soon. Like I said before, it is one of the biggest updates that they've done in a while, which is nice. But yeah, anyways, as you can see within this Inside the Vault article, it states the Pit comes to Fallout 76 September 13th. Revisit an industrial wasteland crippled by conflict and contamination in Fallout 76's Expeditions, the Pit, arriving as a free update to all players September 13th. Leave the borders of Appalachia for the first time ever in Fallout 76 as you help a fledgling faction against an onslaught of raiders, earn exciting new rewards, and make a name for yourself in the Pit. New story, new factions, new rewards. For the first time since Fallout 3, players are invited to journey back to post-war Pittsburgh. Radiation and destruction have warped the once great industrial city, with citizens mutating into vicious trogs and a power struggle emerging between the blue-collar Union faction and the Fanatics, a power-hungry band of raiders. Build an alliance with the Union and learn their background, earning new weapons and armor as you build a reputation with the Raider-besieged faction. You may want some extra hands and firepower on your journey, so gather some friends and gear up. It's almost time for an expedition. Like I mentioned before, with one of the new weapons that we're going to be introduced to, the auto axe. Also, I would like to know, since you know now that the Expeditions is going to be a reoccurring theme in the game, what else would you like to see us go and visit in game? Anyways, moving on, it states, ready your expeditionary force. Expeditions are large-scale, repeatable missions set in the Pit to tackle alone or teamed up with up to 4 players. Any player can sign up for Expeditions, and its missions scale to your team's player level. But be sure to come armed and ready to ensure the best experience and survival rate while exploring the Pit. The labyrinthine streets of ruined Pittsburgh can test even the most experienced and prepared groups. With Expeditions, challenges on par with Fallout 76's end-of-quest line missions. Conquer Expeditions to earn experience, loot, and stamps, a new currency you can exchange for powerful and rare expedition-themed rewards. So yeah, that's what the new currency is going to be, stamps, which we save up those to purchase new things that they have added in-game. Exactly like what we get to do with gold bullion, but instead it's going to be with those stamps that we get from taking on the expeditions. But yeah, further in this Inside the Vault article, it also goes over a bundle deal that you can get, which, keep in mind, the Pitt DLC is free for all players, but this is something that you could purchase for some extra stuff for you. As you can see, it's not too late to pitch your first camp and begin training for the Pit. When Expeditions go live, players can pick up the base game with Fallout 76 The Pitt Standard Edition, enhance your experience further with the Fallout 76 The Pitt Deluxe Edition, which includes the base Fallout 76 game and the digital upgrade bundle containing the Pittsburgh Neighborhood Camp Kit, Fanatic paint for the 10mm submachine gun, a Trog plushie, Fanatic power armor paint, and Fusion core recharger. As you can see here is what the bundle deal looks like. But yeah, keep in mind the Pit is completely free. When you log into Fallout 76, you'll automatically get to experience the DLC without purchasing anything. No purchases are necessary. These are just like cosmetic things pretty much for you to enjoy. But yeah, I would like to know what your guys' thoughts are on the Pitt DLC coming here soon on September 13th. And I would like to know what you guys would like to see in the future of the game beyond the Pitt DLC. What would you guys like to see more of? That's something else that I'm interested in. Me personally, I would like to see more boss fights and big new storylines to take on to get involved in within the game. But yeah, I guess that's wrapping up this video, everyone. Hopefully you guys found this enjoyable. I just decided to make a video over the Pitt DLC since it is coming here soon, and to let you all know about it in case you don't know. I'm out of here, everyone. As always, thanks for taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, peace.